Tab Radio, your station of choice. Each weekday morning from 5:30 with the Sports Daily.
All right, welcome back to the Sports Daily. We'll take a look around locally, try and find a couple of winners at Bunbury, at Geraldton, and then we'll also have the Ascot preview after 8 o'clock, as we've mentioned a couple of times this morning. That'll be sprinkled in between a couple of races here, there and everywhere. Eagle Farm, Flemington, they all get underway before 9 o'clock. Randwick's on as well. Morfordville race number 1 at 8:40. So we'll have plenty to invest in before we start race day at 9 o'clock on Melbourne Cup Day, the first, not too far away. We'll take the coverage from racing.com post 7:30 there for race number 1. You are taking on Shane Williams this afternoon at Mandurah as well. His best, race 8, number 1. Catch the Fields, currently at $1.60 with Tab Touch. All right, we'll take a look forward to Geraldton. Tash Faithfull will make the drive up there today. Has a nice book of 7. Tash, good morning to you.
Good morning, Taylor. Good morning, Digby. How are we?
Yeah, well, Tash, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good to hear. It was a good day down there at Albany, opening day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always great to get back down there, and the club done a fantastic job preparing the track. They've had a lot of bad weather, and they've done a really good job having it the way it was.
I'm sure you'll be hoping to continue that good form in race number 1 at Geraldton today. Cantilever getting closer to a win, you'd think?
Yeah, absolutely. You think today would look like a pretty suitable race for him. He looks like he's been really looking for the 1600 and probably unlucky to run into that nice one last week. So fingers crossed today is his day.
Okay, now what about Never Sober? You ride for Sean Rains. Again, has been consistent, this fellow. He knows his way around Geraldton track, it must be said.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's probably in a similar spot where the 1600's really going to suit him. Sort of just been racing really well in those 1400s, but they're just a little bit sharp for him. And I think over the mile he'll be able to sort of outgrind them a little bit better.
All right, race number 3, you ride Kidding Me for Dan and Ben Pearce. Of course, William Pike rode in the trial. I'm sure you've watched the replay. What did you make of that most recent trial in preparation for today?
Yeah, I thought her trial was pretty solid heading to Geraldton maiden. I thought that from a soft draw that should be very competitive today.
Okay, Tash, now you ride Sure Know Something for Ron in race 4 over the 11:20. You do a lot of riding for Dan and Ben. You've been aboard Zing to Wing up there in Kalgoorlie. You've elected to ride Sure Know Something. Can you just talk us through that, please?
Well, I did actually message Ben about a week before the fields come out and said, "Are you taking anything to Geraldton?" And he said, "No, probably not." Okay. And then he decided to message me about 4:30 in the morning when the day of the fields come out and said, "Oh, I'm actually going to take this. As Ben does. But I'd sort of already accepted the ride, and I didn't want to get off that ride. So,
no.
That's just sort of ended up the way it was. So that's why that's that way.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, Tash. And I dare say, off what we saw first up from Sure Know Something, you're pretty comfortable with that decision. Yeah,
definitely. Carried the 62 and he was first up. He was a bit chubby and he's going to strip a bit fitter today. And, he's a lovely horse. I think he'll appreciate the drop in weight and not carrying my heavy saddle.
What about race number 5, I'm On? What do you make of the chances for this galloper?
Yeah, I don't know too much about her, but... they've sort of given me a little bit of confidence with her, actually. Brett, the owner, said that she's been doing a lot of good things behind the scenes and they're looking forward to getting her back to the races, so might be one to keep an eye on.
Okay, now Truly Gallant caused a few people to raise some eyebrows and a bit of chatter because it was a really impressive first-up win or debut win at a big price. Found the line powerfully over the 1200 for Ron. His yard's going well, and you ride again in race 6 out to the 1400 today, Tash.
Yeah, he was super, and I think the 1400 is definitely going to suit him the way he got back and really ran through the line. He sort of was a little bit unlucky, had to dodge and weave through a few runners, and I thought it was very impressive the way that he ended up putting them away. So I'm looking forward to jumping on him today.
Can you make a case for Dark Mist in race number 7?
Yeah, to be honest, I was surprised. I thought she would be rough, but I wasn't expecting her to sort of be paying 50 to 1. Her trial was pretty nice, and I won a 1,400-metre race on her last year, and she won with real dominance. And I think on her day she's good enough, but obviously 1,200 might be a little bit short, and she might be just a little bit soft first up. But, I didn't think that she was a 50-1 chance.
Okay, Tash, it's a really good book, which is something we've become accustomed to when you head to these provincial tracks for yourself. Who's the best of them?
Ooh, best of them. I'd probably my one in the first, I think.
Yeah.
Cantilever. Yep.
All right, race 1, number 1, Cantilever. I think it was around that $1.90 quote. And as you mentioned there, looks a nice, suitable race. And to the 1,600 metres looks suitable as well. All the best, Tash. Travel safe and all the best riding up there at Geraldton today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, guys.
There's Tash Faithfull, as we mentioned. Very good form to kick off the Albany season. Rode 3. As we became accustomed to last year.
Yeah, she's again having a really good start to the season. It's something that we've become, used to, isn't it? With Tash, she'll bounce around. She rides a lot for the Pierce boys. She gets those lightweight opportunities, but when she goes to these provincial areas, be it Kalgoorlie, be it Albany, be it Geraldton, she punches home winner after winner after winner, and that's what she did at Albany. And I dare say she's pretty short in the jockey challenge up there as well today.
I dare say that would be the case. Bunbury, we also have racing today on Melbourne Cup Day, of course, and Ryan Hill takes a nice team there to Bunbury. We'll focus on that team. Hilly, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, team. How are we going?
Going very, very well. How's your team going?
Yeah, no, ticking along nicely.
Busy day ahead, Ryan. Good morning.
Good morning, Diggers. Yeah, we've got a few runners around the place, so it's good.
Okay, so where are you going to be? Like, there's horses nommed for Geraldton, there's Bunbury, Ascot. Where are you?
Bunbury, where there's more runners. Ian's already left for Geraldton, so he's up there.
All right.
Yeah, so we've spread ourselves around.
All right, you're staying in Bunbury, as you said, where you've got a lot of runners, and Vic rides them all. And the first race 1, this 1,700-metre maiden, Gravity Defying from Barrier 3. What are your expectations here?
Wins.
Wins?
Yep.
Is that it?
Simple. Yep. Wins.
Nice horse.
Yeah, he is really nice. 1,700, second up, probably not what you'd normally do, but he's sort of, that's his go. I think we've got him. Brad was pretty happy with him the other day. He just had a couple of 100-1 pops kicking out in front of him, and he hasn't got much tactical speed early over that shorter distance, and he never got out. So straight up to the 1,700. I know there's a $1.70 pop in the race, but I think he wins.
Okay, that's a good push there. Now that is the streamlined form reference, and we saw Berry Blast heavily supported and come out of that race and win. So I think it's going to be a form line, and we get to see streamlined in the Faretha as well on Saturday. So clearly there's an opinion of that horse. What about Solo Vega in race 3?
She's getting better with her trials. So we've just been waiting for barrier 4. She should get a soft run, but I'd look for her sort of next preparation. But I'd say she's a next prep horse.
All right, he's a long laugh, nearing a win.
Yep, he was a really good run the other day. Him and Simon's horse just got held up the other day, and I think it was 1,000 or 11 at Northam, and Simon's went super in that Placid Art Prelude the other day. So he's drawn a bit tricky, but that'll suit him. He can just punch forward. He's rock hard fit. He'll lead or be outside the leader, and he should go really well. Correct
me if I'm wrong here, Ryan, but surely Pure Silver's got more than a maiden in her.
Yeah, no, she's a nice filly. She's just taken a bit of time. She sort of can overdo things a little bit. We've got the noseband on her now. That's helping. And I tried to give my old mate a winner the other day. I thought I had her pretty close to right, and he just Brownie. Oh no, it's not his fault. It's not his fault at all. He jumped out. He's going at a good speed, and then one's outside him, just absolutely trucking. And he had to hand up the lead, and they just went so fast.
He would have taken that well too.
Oh yeah, he's pretty calm when people take him on. He doesn't get upset much.
No, doesn't have a gripe.
No, never. He doesn't hold a grudge or anything. So. He won't write that one down in his book for whoever took him on. But So, and then to make it worse, Victoria's on it today. So but no, in all seriousness, she's a nice filly. She's drawn a bit tricky today, but she can just slide forward, and she should go really well.
All right, that's Pure Silver ridden by Jason Brown last time, and I'm glad you said something, Hilly, because I thought he could have done something a little bit different last start as well. Race number 7, Quick Cookie. How forward is Quick Cookie today? We haven't seen at the races for a couple of months.
No, she'll probably just need the run, but I think I've bought her for $1,000 for me and Mick, and she's earned a sort of 70k, so she's been a handy little pickup. So she'll run a good race today. She might just sort of we'll see how the track's playing forward or back and ride her that way, but she might just need the run today.
Okay, so the best of them comes up early, that being Gravity Defying?
Yeah, I'll be pretty disappointed if he gets beaten. I've got to go early because Mickey's got a full team in down there as well today, and it's about the only race he hasn't got a runner, so got to knock me neighbour off. All
right, now what about at Geraldton? As you said, Ian's already left. Is there a winner there?
Hit the jackpot. I think he should go really good up back into that sort of grade. All his runs are really good when he's only a little fella, and all his runs, you look, whenever he's got no weight on his back, he goes super. So I've got my little Hong Kong jockey on. So barrier 1, he'll jump and run, and he should be hard to beat.
All right, that's race 4, number 7 there at Geraldton. Hit the jackpot. Can you give a push for As a Dream at Ascot?
No, I think it's pretty tough for her. But she'll be doing her best. But I'd say, like I say, I think if Gravity Defying, Pure Silver hit the jackpot, they're our best 3 today. Okay, now Ruben Sealing was nom for the Farethi, didn't get a good gate, so you go to a different race. Is that correct? Yeah, he'll go to the. Is it the mile? Is it one Metro Win?
Yep,
whatever.
Yep.
So he'll go that way. Not that we're sort of. I think he's up to him. I really do. He's a nice horse. He's been really good to us. But my thoughts were with the barriers, I didn't want to give him a gut buster before the Guineas. And I just look back. I remember when SJ won it. He never went any of it. You don't have to go that way. So I'd rather go jump from barrier 2, have a soft run. If he's held up and he's unlucky, I don't care. Better than being 4 and 5 wide, and we're trying to go to a Guineas in 2 weeks.
Yeah, for sure. How good is he? Because he's 2 for 2. They haven't been fast run races, and saying that Sometime Lucky, who he beat the other day, was good on Saturday.
Yeah, no, he's a good horse. I really like him. The time isn't, but he shows he led him one easy. He sat back the other day. He's bred to stay, but he's shown a lot of tactical speed. He's a beautiful horse. He's got the best temperament. He's easy to train. Brad was, Brad doesn't get overly excited about much, but he sort of gave him a bit of a push the other day and was happy to stick with him. No, I do like him. Obviously, the Guineas, they're never easy races to win, are they? But even that race on Saturday, Michael's going to have one of his go that way, I'd say. So it'll be a good race, but we've drawn a good barrier, and I think he's a good horse.
He should have a lot of natural improvement to come too, Ryan, because he's doing this all in his first racing preparation.
Yeah, he is, TC. Honestly, my opinion to start with, I really want to set him up for the maiden, which we got the job done, and then it was well, it's this time of year, so we'll have a crack at that Guineas path. But it was always sort of the plan A, honestly, was to come in, have a couple of runs and go out and come back for a derby prep. But the horse in himself, it's not like he's showing any signs. It's just that we always thought on breeding, and there's a few so-called gurus in it with Dee Howson and Grant Burns. They're the breeding boffs. So he's bred to stay, but just while he's doing what he's doing, we'll be pushing on with the preparation.
Fair enough. He's an exciting horse, no doubt about that. It'll be good to see him in action again on Saturday. Best of luck today, Hilly. It's a busy day, I know, for the stable. We appreciate your time, mate.
No, thanks a lot, guys.
There's Ryan Hill. All the best to him with his big team going here, there and everywhere today. Melbourne Cup Day, as we said, 33 meetings on. There's 11 just in Queensland. We've had all the tipsters on. We've got the Melbourne Cup. And the best push we get all day is for Bunbury Race 1.
Hey, don't discriminate.
No, they all pay the same.
Exactly. Well, technically they don't.
Well, they pay the same currency.
What, yen?
Mate, some Melbourne Cup days you get to the end and you just take whatever you can get.
Yeah, 100%. And if it comes up in the opener at Bunbury, well, you take it and run. But that was a really good push, wasn't it? Really good push there.
Gravity defying. $2.60 tab touch race, one number 7.
Yeah, Vic Ride, barrier 3. So, no, that is, what is that? At 12.53 over the 1,705 metres. So
he was obviously pretty keen on the positive jockey change after Pure Silver.
Oh, Brownie.
Fellow Collingwood man, I'm allowed to.
Yeah, no, they get on well, those two lads. So,
and then Hick the Jackpot was the other push, race 4, number 7. They're at Geraldton.
And we had a good chat to Tash Faithfull. She's got some excellent rides up there in Geraldton today, your hometown TC, and she thought the best of them came up in the opener, Cantilever for Julia Martin.
Yep, absolutely. Short price favourite, but should be pretty hard to beat. A couple off the text line, not too much going on. Happy Melbourne Cup Day. Holy dooly, who's this? Anthony from North Beach. He's given us bit of a rundown on almost all horses.
Okay, I like it. Go. Come on, go.
No, I haven't read it all.
That's all right.
All right.
What could go wrong?
Oh, here we go. All right, morning punters. From Middle Earth to get the greatest 2-mile race in the world, the day where more felons are made than land legends. Oh, he's written a story with all the horses' names. The weather is absurd for Melbourne Cup Day today, but that doesn't mean the ladies and young buckaroos won't be dancing their goody two-shoes away. The day always starts like one smooth operator, smooth and sensual, but as the drinks are downed and the illicit substances consumed, whoa, what could go wrong? People will be screaming, Maidan, as it always gets too much for them. But this time we will see a changing of the guard as smooth becomes sly. Ulrifa, a.k.a. Rippers and Arapahoes, become the flavours of the day rather than a dainty Chevalier Rose. As the Vauban continue to entertain the crowds, Tarzan's Smoke and Roman cousin, Torrenzino, will be seen swinging with the pundits and serving gelato, which is much better than Athabascan and Robbins.
Very good. Yes.
As the races are run and won, there will be a river of stars, but who will claim royal supremacy in the cup? Well, if you lower your eyes and flatten the curve as the race draws to a thrilling end, we will see Presage Nocturne, Valiant King, and further fighting out the finish. And if the results go our way, Pete and I will be saying half mine, half yours at the after parchment party.
Is that it?
That's
outstanding. Outstanding, Anthony. How good's that?
If you wrote that yourself, Anthony, well bloody done.
Yeah, exactly right.
If you stole it from somewhere else, well bloody done.
Yeah, well done to you. Don't worry about any copyright. You just claim it. Oh, that's excellent. Well done.
That was outstanding.
Very well done.
Fred from Fremantle.
Yes.
Forget the Melbourne Cup. It's all about the Swan Draft Handicap Race 7 at Ascot. Manjeri, each way at the $12.
Okay, for Freddie Kersley.
Yes. Well, that might have been Fred texting in, do you think? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. But, yeah, going well, that horse.
Yes.
Actually going well. Raced out of his grade in the first couple of races and then went to, I think it was a Northern Maiden and saluted. It's had a good, solid first prep.
Richard's asking, has the jockey on Presage Nocturne been to Flemington before?
I don't know. Wouldn't have thought so. Cannot recall.
No. Was clearly riding at Caulfield last time when the Presage Nocturne started.
I understand the conversation, but there's been jockeys that have come here and haven't ridden previously at Flemington and go there and they're just on the best horse. They give the horse a good ride. The reason they're riding in these races is because they're established, proven hoops, and often they have a really good association with said horse or trainer. The good ones can adapt.
Yep.
And that's why Frankie struggled.
Tony and Calvin McAvoy in the first at Flemington from Tracy. We'll have a big day in race 7. So Tracy's all aboard the Tony and Calvin McAvoy train today.
Carnival, the $4.40 favourite in the opener, which is the Group 3 Maribyrnong Plate over the 1,000 metres. We are on to soft 6, a soft 6. I'm just looking here, Matt Hill's selections, 5, 4, 2 and 9. Diameter, Carnival, Tornado Valley and 9, Daily Reward. The Brazen Bow Colt out of Circular for Godolphin is the selection there. for Matt Hill in the opener, currently $6.50.
All right.
Chris Waller trains.
Okay, that's a look at the first. And we'll get to that race very, very shortly, about just under 20 minutes away from kicking off Melbourne Cup Day. Race number 1 from Flemington. We'll pick up the coverage from racing.com. All right, Retrovision text line, have your say, 0427 789 571. We'll get out to the roads very shortly. You are taking on Shane Williams as well today. On that text line, tips for Mandurah. Come the end of the week, we might be looking for a $100 Tab Touch voucher just to get through the end of Cup week, but we should be in front at this stage. Derby Day should have been kind.
100%. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So it was a big day on Saturday for those shopping over there on the East Coast, if you were following in the experts and the favourites, because they did salute at a regular occurrence.
You've been keeping up with Blogsy?
Oh, hasn't he just been some sort of a phenom? Isn't he just getting wonderful traction, though?
Yeah, he is. Absolutely.
I don't know what the VRC paid for him to come out here and bounce around, but bounce around he has.
Jeez, the energy's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous, and good on him. And I see that now he's going to New Zealand after Melbourne for the try. I think there's a couple of races or a carnival over there that he's going for as well. So he's
New Zealand Cup Day.
Yeah, New Zealand Cup Day, is it? Is it? I think so.
In the harness or in the gallops?
Yeah, harness, and it might also be there for the thoroughbreds as well. So, but he's you're right. His energy levels. Remarkable. He was at the call of the card yesterday. He had a couple of good bets, and he was at the Rising Sun Hotel last night for the Calcutta. And he keeps saying, this is just a great country. Everyone bets and drinks, and he's bounced around to looked at yearlings, and he gets access to all the main players. He has been outstanding.